whatnot. All that the hard requires. How about the latest X299 Intel chip, which was completely rushed off the board, making a different size and everything. I think with the two new companies keeping up the competition with the Intel company, they started to actually think they're gonna have to produce something that the competition can't keep up with them. So they brought out this new chip, which is just completely the wrong size to anything that we've seen so far. So you have to get a completely new motherboard. You can't do an upgrade for any new chips, and yeah, that wasn't the point of having a good computer. You wanted to have a computer which is upgradable, not a computer which you're gonna have to now trash if you wanted to upgrade it. So here, snap, 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 on. Let's turn it off again. Here. Can fit a couple more roads in there. It's a pretty flat area here, so we're gonna definitely have to border this off. So we're just gonna go around all the way down here, and we're not gonna actually connect it up to this, because the connection to this is through the highway. So we're just gonna allow for highway connections from there on out into this area, as this is the furthest out industry, and perhaps we can do another industry railway here. And here it's just not possible or conceivable to have another railway. Here's our exports, essentially, all the ore, minerals, and, well, as long as Tesla doesn't figure out how to store energy, we're good. Or Elon. So all the way back there, road's starting to get in. We could stick with the cross pattern we know, or we can make something new. I was thinking of an arrow pattern here, and just go it along, and then probably do intersections between them, like straight intersections from here, 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 and then a long one. But we want to stay on the ground. Don't want to waste our land mass here. Probably here a diamond, just as we're trying to go around this hill here, and then reconnecting on the other side. So, diamond shape. Then we expand down to here, making this look a bit more filled in the area. Not to forget that we're gonna have to put in some public services in there too. And down that hatch and along. Same on the other side. So we're kind of trying to mirror it. As there's no mirroring tool, it's going to be all a manual mirroring to be done. So here, mirroring tool would be a good thing. Think about it, but it's going to be tricky to put down with this system. As you see, all the roads are very variable, and whatever you do to them, it's just going to come back at you. So let's want to do some kind of spinny thing here, like I did in that other mountain area, where I spun around in a snail road, or into a snail road. As long as you can keep it on the ground, it's not a problem. Perfect, snail road. First commercial buildings we can add in. Let's use the bucket. The only good use about having flat areas is that you can fill in the entire area much easier and not having to select every single tile like I do at the moment. But with terrain like I have at the moment, this is the only option I have. So let's see how about minerals on there. We have wood and we have some ore. So we could put down some ore industry in this entire area. All the way up to here. And yeah, this is mainly ore here, but we did put down ore industry in this region. There's nothing here. We're not seeing any oil anywhere close. Back here we have some oil. That's a bit far out. It's still not in our area. We can purchase. How much is missing for the next 60,000? Our gain is pretty low at the moment on people. Probably too many dying. We need to check on availability and space. Probably gotta make another large graveyard. Let's plan ahead for the graveyards. Not like we did before. We just stuffed it in where we had space. This time we're gonna put down two. This is gonna be a larger area here. And more residential. Let's stick with small ones. They're gonna attract more people or families. Let's take the big brush out. So more people. Oh no. I just wanted the one thing to go, not the other. Sorry about that. Stay where you are. You're right. Alright, this tool you can't use the way I just did. You can't delete the area and expect it to delete the area you want it to. So to put it in easier terms, you can't erase the area of the color you're erasing. You're still using it as an eraser tool as it is. It's not going to be a special eraser tool which just erases a single color. So watch out for that if you're playing. And one way. There. Make some intersections. Needs to be traffic going on. Can't have it all in one spot. Space already occupied. By what? What occupies the space of mine? Please do enlighten me of what's bothering my space. There. One massively off of road, but it's connected. Nobody is allowed to complain. And all the way off. That's probably the addition. Just gotten in. And hook it up. Or maybe we just didn't fill it that hole. Because there's the water tracks are here. I think we just forgot about it. There's a lot to do in City Skylines, and expanding the city is one of it. Let's do straighter lines from down here, then we connect it up properly on the other side. Makes it easier. So, and hooked up. Last one. We're done in this islet, or in the area we bought so far. So water available. Cleaning of water. Can always use more. I think we should start finding new areas where to clean it at. No, not that close to that. Wait a second. It's allowing me to build it here. Shoreline recommended. Shoreline recommended. Already space already occupied. Let's see what it says here. What do you say here? It's allowing it here. How is shoreline recommended? So I won't be able to fill up this entire area. Shoreline recommended. This is hilarious. So have it here. Low. Here? What here? We need to pump the water somewhere. This one hooked up itself. Didn't even have to do anything. And this one should be hooked up in a second. No. Filled up to the bream. We got one military aircraft and a lot of traffic coming out. People wanting to come, and bus stop is booming. There's a lot of colorful people here. And they're actually using that long walk. Are they? Yes, they are. The long walk provided. Because they don't want to use their bus stop they got available. So this is follow the day of a taxi driver into the cab. It's going underneath the tunnel provided. Going into another dimension where roads don't exist. Speeding on a highway. The cab driver's getting sick. It's gonna ram that end, but it's being stopped by the red light. The red light's telling it to stop. Airplane of the military just landed. It probably got one of the transporting to a new commercial center. Work shift 80% done. Using the first exit to enter the amazing roundabout. Just going underneath the double highway and entering the main highway. Now stuck in the traffic. Not sorted out by Mr. Soya Sauce. And this traffic is just getting worse day by day. People jamming up, people causing delays. This needs to be sorted. This can't be allowed to happen in a city as magnificent as this. So let's sort it. Pack up and sort it. Come on. And can we do it? Yes, we can. Now fly. Learn to fly. Make it somebody else's problem. They're really jamming themselves in. So if we make this a one-way, will this help? They're still trying to get all the way to the other side. This is what I was expecting to happen anyway. So perhaps there was a tool for main roads. Deconstruction. No, that's not that one. What's that? Radio coverage? No. Condition. boosted coverage, everything. And no, I'm not, still not looking for that. Unique buildings, money, minerals, exports, crime. It's not high enough. Pollution, star buildings, hearts, death care, healthcare, death care, healthcare, high school, university. High school not enough, elementary not enough. Landfill usage, burning is enough. You can collect here again. I'm not sure where I've seen this tool last. It's a tool with the road signs and everything, so you can actually get access to a more in-depth system of the road. Check it out, Land Rover, Jeep, and a double-decker bus, and whatnot. So instead of using a long way around, they're using that way. Works for me, but we're ending up with a jam here. Perhaps there should be a road just going all the way over. More like a tunnel, allowing them not even have to bother with that area and cross straight over. And then re-emerge here. How about we try something like that over here? Space occupied, come on, give me the angle. And submerge yourself into beauty of my city. Da-da, da-da. There's a metro. It's in my way. Oh, we just passed it. Perfect. Return to normality. Or be destroyed. Tunnel. Break. Break tunnel. Straight road, perhaps? Oh, a little bit more. A little bit more. There. Let's see if that helps. If that helps, that'd be magnificent. So I'm starting to use it already. So this should ease the pain here of that traffic going there or that way. And let's see how it solves itself. I have experienced so far that traffic moves a lot faster if both of them are highways, and the cars then have a better choice of moving through that area. As this intersection here doesn't seem to work, but intersections like these also don't tend to work that well. The entering is fine, but then those two basically just collided. Maybe it's because of the speed. But allowing the speed here is probably better than denying them the speed here and requiring everyone to stop. Look at that queue, it's just building up because everybody had to stop. So denying them the speed is good, but allowing the speed helps too. So it's a matter of what is better at this point, and I honestly cannot tell. Both situations are required. So I'm gonna try out something at this point. Here we're gonna do underground tunnel. So besides, in addition for this tunnel leaving here, we're gonna have an additional road going underground, following the path, not entering this one. Don't want to enter this one. We want to allow for a re-emergence into here. Just deep, just here. No, it's too low. It's way too low. That's above ground, so back underground, and probably here is going to be flat enough for it to be possible to re-emerge and reconnect. But the reconnecting part at the moment doesn't seem to work. So let's help it out a little. If that should help, that would be good. Let's see if they're using which road. And their choices are open. They're picking to go slow, over to go fast. So we can actually make this tunnel a bit slower, but allowing it to go faster. This is 80. This is 100. So in here, we're capable of going full throttle. Not wasting your time with this. But I'm not seeing the effect yet. No, nothing yet. They're not really interested in this. They want to stay on the 100-mile road, even though it's slowing them down. There should be something to spend the money on at this point. All I can really build is more car parks, some planes, which don't work. So, wait, where's the airport? Ah, there's the airport. And, yeah. Must be placed on the roadside. No, it must not. Because I said so. It can be wherever I want it to be. So with oil barrels and everything it needs. Perhaps. Aircraft, first airlift, regional, upkeep, 16, that's nothing. Train system, of course. Train. Let's have some more actually. Just so we can actually have a hooking a system where they can be picked up better. So here we can actually predict how that's going to end up with. A lot of pollution is going to happen here, but we can also add it right on the shoreline here. Leaving it here, we can re-enter or re-merge into the ground there and actually use the old already existing route of the train available. And back up. Just need to find a point where it allows us to do it. Now we hooked up with the already existing train system. For some reason we have a high crime rate there. Let's check what we can do about that. Just the one building. Coverage down here is not that great. So let's add another building. Another police headquarters. Just down here. The shore headquarters. Shoreline headquarters. There's power missing, there's water missing. What isn't missing? Please tell me. So I can deny it to you. Let me deny it to you. So, tiny shops. They're lower in tax, so they should fill in right quick. So back to train 101, manual 101, and train would go back up here, but this time it would actually split. Stay underground. You have no business above ground. You have no business in this area, sir. You shall remain in the custody of this maniac till the matter is resolved completely. So 12, can't do it straight, so to do it slow. Space already occupied, so the space in between the road is insufficient for us to actually do the crossing. And this is a drag. So we just re-emerged here somewhere. Yeah, here. So let's rise up, or start to rise up from here on to the 12. Do as much of a curve as we can right from the start, and then as soon as we're over, we can actually level out again and do a snake path up. We can use a tunnel to get into this area at best. Back to the floor. You're not needed otherwise. Into the ground. No. Too deep. Or too steep. Mainly too steep, I believe. Probably, or perhaps they allow us to re-emerge here. But it seems too early to celebrate such deviances. Ah! No. Completely wrong. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Do this. No, not that way. I think we're a bit of a late bloomer here with this tunnel. Just the road is too uneven for this. So I'm gonna have to curve it around here and then that way and back to here. But actually it's a bit of a sharp turn, and I'm worried with the train as it tends to not want to connect. So I'm gonna go with the curve here just to keep on the safe side, or on the good side of the train. The green side, green mile of the train. Come on, let me do the curve. And up. Oh, stay on the ground then. But now up. And the final touches. Perfect. Now we can hook up the train system to it. First station and second station. Let's see if we can do that far of a distance. It can't. Why? Why can you not? Why do you deny me my simple pleasures? Where's the error in my construction? It's following your guidelines by plan and measure. There's no deviation from your plan and no mistake in it. How come you deny me every time I try? There's no missing piece of rail either. So what seems to be the problem? How about from the other side? Just to check if the rail is fine. Can we do short connections? Cannot find path. So there's a glitch here somewhere, but can't do it anyway. So perhaps if we can... Yes, so there's no glitch in that area over there. But there's a glitch here perhaps. Maybe those stubborn straight lines here broke something. Stay underground. Soldiers, stay underground. Your duty is to protect this country with all your life. Alright, next try. So, the train can wander all the way down there with no problem there. But up here it is an issue. The height is good. Before there was a problem with interlinks in the underground, but there doesn't seem to be that problem either at the moment. There's some sharp turns here and there, but nothing to be overly worried about. So the railway connection from here all the way to there is fine. So there must be something in this last piece. It's kind of like measuring with a multimeter which area is actually broken. So I'm guessing or hoping it's just this connection here, and this can be easily fixed. So I'm gonna see how to connect it up in a new manner that would suit this. Feudal lord. Let's see, come on. Somewhere you gotta hook up with someone. Wait, no. There. You hooked up now. Don't want to look at it. No, it's not hooked up. It's completely different height. That's what I meant before. Before it would do this, and it would seem that it would be connected where it would not be. So now it's at the right depth. No, there, and re-emerge. Or relink there. Now there's the paths. Paths are available. Please link. Getting on my nerves. And link. Ah. Still works. The underground route is not actually shown, so I won't know where the mistake is actually happening. I'm gonna have to double check the overground if there's a piece of trail track missing because it's too angled. This is also a problem with train tracks. So in the underground I'm unable to check, so I'm limited to this. So it reemerges here. Aha! Here we... Is that a glitch? No, it's because it's here too. And is it here too? And it's here too. So that can't be an error. On, off, off, off. On surface rails. It's still the same. Didn't change it. What could change the general's mood here? We try a connection to this point here. Perhaps not that sharp. And with luck or fortune, this will solve this problem once for all. Still nothing. It's being stubborn. Could we hook it up in a manner where we cross like intended? Let's try just crossing along the shore. Or this. I still won't do it. But didn't know that could work. So perhaps somewhere with the proper equipment and some luck again, a lot of luck, it will hook up. Forget it. Doesn't want to hook up there. Back to train. There. That's not just simply not feasible to have it link in that way. So no, this is the connection, but then it would have to stop here before returning, but we know this is possible, so and yes, now returning. And we've completed this laborious task. Let's remove those rails which have no more use for us, as they cannot provide us the service we required of them. Open railroad is more beautiful anyway. Let's see the train departing. I believe it shall start from here. There's going to be some underground traffic. One day I shall create a second line as here nothing is working right now because of the many intersections. Let's see, how high does it need to be? Still need to go higher, or much higher. We want to stay next to it and reconnect where possible. Perhaps an entrance from the back will be advisable to connect to this train station using all the possibilities at hand. Somehow it rotated the train, and it would be highly amusing if we could actually see that built. Let's fix this to a way that it can be constructed. Here. So trains may proceed in a new manner where they can circle around the train station at the back. Perhaps we can leave out the train station here and straight cross back into it. We'll see how they figure out the usage of this new track. So this one will go to the main station, or the very first station. This one's slowly crawling in. They're actually starting to use those additional roads just provided them. This one, first train going to the airport. Let's see how filled it is. 31%, and this one 60%. But the different types of train. This is 800 and train, and this is what? That's 11 passengers going away, but 60 passengers coming. Perhaps it would have been wiser going from the back into the train station, so you could have accessed from the other side. It was your choice. Now we're all blocked by you. You could still pick the place there. It's available. Yellow. Here. Travel there and reverse back into there. We know where you came from. So, how are actually people crossing here? Do they use a footpath, or did you just spawn here? Let's normalize it. So I'm not sure they can do that. There's no normal way of crossing that railway system. And there's a hell of a lot of grannies in there, in the bunch. So wait a second. He wants to go that way. And train crash. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the standard. Vanilla. And trains going in directions they are meant to. But it's still a mess. We're gonna have to sort that out. We need some more people. Industry demands more people. Just curious about the time. Yes. Let's see if our traffic, how that problem emerged. The roads strictly busy in one direction. Other two are mainly to drop the load. This area seems untouched by the traffic consequences. There seem to be some consequences in this area, but this was to be predicted with the addition of the bus route. So our recycling center needs to be moving. We'll probably have to relocate it into this area here. To extend on our promise to the traffic. Now roads are able to pass, but I assume there's a better way than this. These sections will be greatly helped by this small piece of road. The upgrade is no money and no hassle. Seems like those cars on the side shrunk in comparison to their original size. The trams are really lovely. And the underground, how's that running? Show me. I would have expected there to be more people underground than there would be overground. Seems they're afraid of all the earthquakes happening in that area and choose to not take the underground route. Let's take another fire helicopter if we can get the space, or pick a police helicopter into this area. How about a hospital? No, nothing fits. The shoe does not fit. I think we're gonna stop here for tonight, and I thank you very much for watching so far. Our city has come pretty far, and we will expand more onto that. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good evening or day. Take care.